The Madrid-Barcelona high-speed rail line is a 621-kilometer standard-gauge railway line inaugurated on the 20th of February 2008. Designed for speeds of 350 km per hour and compatibility with neighbouring countries' rail systems, it connects the cities of Madrid and Barcelona in 2 hours 30 minutes. In Barcelona, the line is connected with the Perpignan-Barcelona high-speed rail line leading into France, and set to the European high-speed network. First stages. In 2003, construction of the first phase of a new standard gauge line from Madrid to the French border was completed, and on the 11th of October of that year, commercial service began. This service also stopped at Guadalajara, Yebes and Calatayud. The service began running at only 200 km per hour. On the 19th of May 2006, after 2 years of operation, speed was increased to 250 km per hour when the Spanish ASFA signaling system was replaced with Level 1 of the new European ETCS/ERTMS system. On the 16th of October 2006, the trains on this line increased their operating speed to 280 km per hour. On the 18th of December 2006, the Avenue started operating to Camp de Tarragona, and on the 7th of May 2007 the service increased its speed to the maximum allowable for the line, 300 km per hour. This puts Tarragona at 30 minutes from Lleida. The extension to Barcelona was delayed various times due to technical problems, the Ministerio de Fomento having originally forecast the AVE's arrival in Barcelona by the end of 2007. Complete operation. The complete line was opened February 2008. As of 2012, 17 trains now run every day between the hours of 6 a.m. and 9 p.m., covering the distance between the two cities in just 2 hours 30 minutes for the direct trains, and in 3 hours and 10 minutes for those calling at all intermediate stations. Before the high-speed line was built, the journey between the two cities took more than 6 hours, and when the high-speed line went only as far as Tarragona, 3 hours 45 minutes, operated with the Alvia service, which continued on the conventional line to Barcelona after a change of rail gauge speed. It was originally forecast that, after reaching Barcelona in 2004, the line would run at 350 km per hour, the maximum capable speed of the new Siemens Avenue trains, which have replaced the Talgo Bombardier Avenue S102, after the installation of Level 2 of the ETCS/ERTMS. But on the AVE's first day of operating at 300 km per hour to Tarragona, the Minister of Public Works, Magdalena Alvarez, stated that the maximum commercial operating speeds of the Avenue on all lines would be 300 km per hour. Nevertheless, in October 2011 the speed was raised to 310 km per hour on parts of the railway usage. It was forecast that the Avenue will substantially replace air traffic on the Barcelona-Madrid route. Indeed, in 2014, the line had already taken 61% of the traffic, stealing most of it from aircraft. A few years before, the Madrid-Barcelona route was the world's busiest passenger air route in 2007, with 971 scheduled flights per week. Similarly, more than 80% of travelers between Madrid and Seville use the Avenue, with fewer than 20% traveling by air. Criticism. There was criticism during the construction of the Madrid-Barcelona line. A critical report by the consulting firm KPMG, commissioned by ADIF at the behest of the Ministry for Public Works on the 23rd of June 2004, pointed to a lack of in-depth studies and over-hasty execution of works as the most important reasons for the problems that dogged construction of The Avenue Line. For example, during the construction of the Avenue Tunnel near Barcelona, a number of nearby buildings suffered damage from a sinkhole that appeared near a commuter rail station, damaging one of its platforms. The construction committee of Barcelona's famed Sagrada Familia church lobbied for a rerouting of the tunnel. It passes within meters of the massive church's foundations. It also passes equally near the UNESCO-recognized Casa Mill, also designed by Antoni Gaudí. Furthermore, until 2005 both Siemens and Talgo Bombardier train sets failed to meet scheduled speed targets, although in a test run during the homologation tests of the new S102 trains of Renfe, a train set Talgo 350 reached a speed of 365 km per hour on the night of the 25-26 June 2006, and in July 2006 a Siemens Velero train set reached the highest top speed ever in Spain, 403.7 km per hour. At this time, it was a record for railed vehicles in Spain and a world record for unmodified commercial service train sets, as the earlier TGV and ICE records were achieved with specially modified and shortened train sets, and the 1996 Shinkansen record of 443 km per hour was using a test train set. Extension to France. Barcelona to Figueres. Originally planned to open in 2009, the extension of some Madrid-Barcelona routes to Figueres-Vilafant railway station via Girona, opened on 7 January 2013. This made possible upon the completion of the 131-kilometer Barcelona-Figueres section of the Perpignan-Barcelona high-speed rail line that connected for first time the Spanish Avenue high-speed network with the French TGV high-speed network. There have been delays in building a 4-kilometer tunnel in Girona, the first phase of which was finished in September 2010, and controversy over the route between Sants and Sagrera stations in Barcelona. As of January 2013, there are 8 trains a day running from Madrid, connecting at Figueres-Vilafant with 2 TGV services to Paris. Figueres to Perpignan. This is an international high-speed rail section between France and Spain. The section connects 2 cities on opposite sides of the border, Perpignan in Roussillon, France, and Figueres in Catalonia, Spain. It consists of a 44.4-kilometre railway which crosses the French-Spanish border via the Perthes Tunnel, an 8.3-kilometre tunnel bored under the Perthes Pass. The section is open to high-speed trains and freight. Construction was completed in February 2009, although services did not run until a station was built on the line at Figueres. As of March 2015, a daily TGV service connects Paris to Barcelona Sants via Perpignan Figueres with 2 pairs of trips, plus other connections involving Lyon, Marseille, and Toulouse.